Okay, we're back. Lisa Yapp is here wearing something rather cool on a hot night. And Lisa, tell us what is happening in the record club scene. Lisa Yapp?
Well, Nick, I ask you, with this kind of weather, what is better than just staying at home, listening to a couple of records, and reading a few good books? A couple that I really like in the rock and roll genre for when the old gang comes over but don't really have the energy for spontaneous conversation are the Ivy League Rock and Roll Quiz Book and the Rock Quiz Book. Now notice, if you will, the very similar graphic design and size, even similar names. Do you think these publishers are trying to confuse us? Well, I, Lisa Yapp, am here to set the record straight. If you like rock and roll and want to feel as if you know something about it, get the Ivy League Rock and Roll Quiz Book. Even though it's put out by a Yale undergrad, there's questions page after page that you'll be able to answer. Now, on the other hand, or in it, we have Rock Quiz, which is put out by the people that do the Rock Quiz radio syndicated show. And if you ever heard that show, you can imagine this book is difficult. The questions are very extensive. They even have little subtitles on them, and you could go page after page and not know one answer. I recommend this book for your know-it-all friends that you're really trying to cut down to size. Now, both these books are fun, and while you're reading them, I really recommend you sit back and fan yourself with an album cover. Or maybe even play the album if it's good, like this one happens to be, from Fun Boy 3, Waiting on Chrysalis Records. It was produced by Talking Head David Byrne. And to tell you the truth, I can't recommend this one enough. From the opening cut of Our Lips Are Sealed that the Go-Go's had so much success with, to the ending track of Well Fancy That, about this 12-year-old boy that was molested by his English teacher in France. It is a powerful, haunting album. It is so original. I guess I'm trying to tell you that I like it a lot. Unfortunately, in concert, Fun Boy 3 are, well, really not much fun at all. They are three deadbeat boys in front of a band of all girls that to call boring would be flattering. Now, another thing I have here is a long play version of Thomas Dolby's Get On Out of My Mix, which is very danceable, even though it does borrow from the scratch DJs. And if you're putting together a party mix, check out Dominator here on this test pressing, new from Killing Joke. The album is called Fire Dances. Dominator is 5 minutes that doesn't quit. And finally, new on IRS, the Flesh Tones Hexbreaker, a great LP. These guys are great in concert, but let me tell you, the hex isn't broken. They're better in concert than they are on this disc. Confidential, though, to Claudia P. I don't repeat rumors, I start them. And now, back to Nick.
Thank you, Lisa. We just have a few quick seconds here before we go out, and Steve Schaefer is here. Stephen, are there any exciting films still coming up for the summer, or what?
Well, we've got